I see you, Elisa. Fam, Monday Night Raw. Normally, as you know, if you've been a patron of the Monday Night program, you already know. Trey is the one who actually put the exclamation point on this a couple of years ago when he came in every night. And, when he comes in, okay, it's been cute and cuddly. And then he commences to destroy and pour water on all the good time we were having. That's how Raw was born, actually. Trey, you mean man, you. But fam, I gotta tell you, man. Well, let me just jump right into it. Every year, the NFL has that surprise team that few people pick up to be involved in the race for NFL supremacy. The 49ers could easily be one of those teams this year, and you know this. It's time to stop acting like it. Oh, we're scared. We can't be talking about the 49ers. It's too soon. Oh, we got to see it first. Oh, man. You know what? This is why okay, let me continue. Last year, the 49ers were media darlings due to the arrival of Jimmie Garoppolo riding in with that shining armor. That big glowing smile looking like Adonis on a big white stallion. Now, what followed after that is what made every last year what it was. What followed was that fairy tale finish of the 2017 season, right? Oh, we'll never know how well or not well the Niners would have done had that incredible amount of injuries not occurred. But the Niners have been stockpiling talents, and injuries may not be a reason to go completely under this year. It takes a while. There's no way they were going to come in the first year and second year and have a cushion built up of talent. There was just no way. So, that's why that had to be excused. And Kyle has made it clear that he does not want to have one or two guys go down and determine the season, and they worked on it. Also, Nick Bosa and Deebo Samuel have not signed as of yet. They won't be allowed to participate in training camp next month if they don't sign before July 26th, and you already know this, right? Let me give you some solid reason, though, as to why the 49ers can no longer be considered the weaklings of the West. I love talking about this kind of thing. Jimmie Garoppolo, that's all you got to say, number one. That's all you got to say. We already know what he's capable of. We see what it is. Forget about last year's first 3 games. They were all in learning mode. They all stunk for the most part for the first 3 weeks because Kyle Shanahan's system is kind of tough to grasp, but they've had plenty of time to learn it now. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to see a lot faster move than you see last 3 weeks of last year. I promise you that right now. Also, tight end George Kittle broke out in a major way last year despite the lackluster quarterback play, earning the highest overall grade of 89.8 among tight ends, while right tackle Mike McGlinchey proved himself worthy of the 9th overall pick of the 2018 NFL Draft by posting up, and check this out, pass blocking grade 64.2. That is promising. And the second highest run blocking grade of 78.2. Among all players at the right tackle position. When you see an offensive lineman that comes in that's got that kind of rookie potential, you can believe ain't gonna be no sophomore slump with Michael McGlinchey. You can tell. Because first of all, he's got Staley down there working him. So what Mike McGlinchey did was good. This year, you can expect him to do better. And maybe even much better. Because, when you get the rookie mind out the way, you've been training, first of all, for the combine and all those kind of things. You come in and you come into the NFL. Now you got to get ready for football suddenly. Oh, it has an effect. They ain't going to have one this year. And then, of course, the veteran, Joe Staley, showing absolutely no signs of slowing down on the blind side. Look for Joe, who's rejuvenated and replenished, and also he has it in his mind, like everybody else on that team. Hey, look at that team. Look at that team. Look at that team. Look at that team. Shh. They better than us? I don't think so. Confidence is rolling in Santa Clara. Kyle's already mentioned it. These guys know what they're capable of now. Whereas maybe before they might have said, we can do this, so they'll do the best they can. Somebody got their ass whooped this year. Running back Matty B Proved to be a force in the passing game, 90.1 receiving yards. Fam, the dude had no drops. What is Matty B was supposed to be the dude who runs the ball. Matty was out there catching it too. 90.1 for his receiving grade. Wait, his running game, 27 runs of over 10 plus yards. And the addition of South Carolina's Deebo Samuel will give Coach Shanahan a yak monster. Yak! Yards after the catch. Dad, we lost Garcon, who used to help us this thing. You got another one. You got a young one. You got one that's just coming into the league. Ooh. He'll be paired nice with second-year wideout Dante Pettis to form one of the most dynamic receiving corps in the league. Factor in the return of pass-catching ace Jerick McKinnon, the signing of multi-talented back Tevin Coleman, who's already got experience with the Shanahan. And the return of the G to lead his disciples, and you get an offensive unit that's capable of going toe-to-toe with even the most formidable defensive juggernauts in the NFL. I didn't write this. Experts are telling you right now, get over the 49ers being little weak sisters. When they play teams now, that team makes one mistake if they come in with anything weak. If they come in half-stepping, they going to get their ass whooped. That's just the way it's going to be, fam. You know, you beat up a team like the 49ers that's coming up young, like they have been, under a guy like Shanahan, you know by now it's been 3 years. Get ready. And defensively speaking, they added the best player in the 2019 draft class by taking Nick Bosa second overall. And he'll play a significant role in a pass rushing rotation that now also includes D, I'll take your balls, I'll take your life, I'll do everything but make you a happy quarterback. Forward. DeForest Buckner's gonna be in the middle. I love him coming. Hey, two players who combined, I'm telling you, DeForest Buckner and D Ford, these are two guys that combined for a scary 137 quarterback pressures a season ago. They're on the same field now. A young talented receiving corps, a young talented pass rush, and a secondary that includes the perennial stingy Richard Sherman and the incredibly gifted, albeit injury-prone, Jason Verrett if Jason stays on his feet all year. I didn't. Ask Antonio Brown if you see him about Jason Verrett. Woo! I love this. This team has all the potential to make some noise in the NFC. Oh, man, gives you such a rush to know that this year, when we turn it on, ain't gonna be no kicking back and letting the other team just beat them up and just slay them out and just have them over the sideline crying. Oh, those days are so over. Meanwhile, the contract status of Bosa and Deebo. You know, here's the thing, fam. Nick Bosa and Deebo Samuel have not signed their 4-year contracts with the 49ers. That did not prevent them from attending the offseason program, of course, but players are not allowed to attend training camp without a signed contract. You know that, I know that, everybody in the free world knows that. 49ers seem to have few worries through the draft process about their ability to sign Nick Bosa for some reason, and here's the reason, in case you haven't heard yet. This is to Matt Mielko, NBC Sports Bay Area. The decision was made at the NFL Scouting Combine. Parag the GOAT Marathi told Bosa's representation in February, way back then, if Bosa did not go number one, the 49ers would select him at number two. You know, it's really funny because remember all the arguments we was having about who the 49ers was going to take in the first round? 49ers knew way back in February. Yeah, it already made up their mind. Isn't that funny? I bet they do this every year, too. So next time we bust out argument, somebody's going to go up and say, man, you know what? The 49ers ain't going to be no surprise. The 49ers already know who they got in and already talked to the player already. They just tell everybody to keep it on the down low. Barack told his agent, we're going to take him at number two if he's... Man, in terms of Bosa's 4-year contract will be $33.5 million guaranteed. That was already told to him way back then. The only points of negotiation are offsets in the schedule for how the money is going to be paid out, because a lot of times these players want it all right away. Nick Bosa has the same representation as his older brother, Joey, and Joey signed his initial contract in late August of 2016 in his lengthy stalemate with the Chargers. But the Chargers just kind of, they don't have a Parag Marathi, right? The contract situation, though, did not hurt Joey, who was named NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year. See, that's what I keep trying to tell you, man. This is what the Bosas do. It's not possible for anything. I don't know about Rookie of the Year, but don't look for Nick to come in struggling. Even if he comes in probably day one of camp, this is just something they do, So, and meanwhile, Deebo is the only other 49ers draft pick who remains unsigned. A year ago, though, second-round pick Dante Pettis was the last 49ers draft pick to sign as well. His deal was not completed until the eve of training camp. So, fam, I got a feeling, I'm pretty sure Nick is going to, Parag, you got Parag Parag ain't going to let him go into camp in July without that contract being signed. Also, they pretty much had an agreement before this even happened, so they probably knew what they were going to come into. This agency, though, the CAA, these guys are really, ooh, boy, they be riding a hard bargain, man, because, we'll see. Parag will work it out. I'm sure he will. Deebo, I got a feeling Deebo's probably, if I had to predict something like that, Deebo's probably going to sign within the next 2 weeks. Because they probably just got some small little thing they can get past with Deebo. So, we'll be all right. Yeah. All right. Hey, the Hassan. What's up, fam? Yes, it's nearly 13-3 because we got Nicky B. We get in so many ways because B, G, all these names, D Fort. I mean, you got all kind of guys you can ride with that amount of 13-3. We should start working on 14-2. I got to do 11-5 myself, 12-4. Slimmy Long, 52. Red and gold, I'm dead and cold. I say for fun and giggles, the Monday before the start of this preseason, Ronbo Sports should have the J-Dub as TNT launch where on one side it will be J-Dub, Reps, Ronbo, etc., giving live against TNT Law. That sounds like something we should be doing now. You know what? I may set that up for a Friday night fun, Friday night fight. I gotta get some more members of my law firm together, cause Dewey Cheatham go be in, and he'll get everybody straight right now. There's some mint juleps in front of the jury if you want to have a swallow. Isaac Page, let's go, Ron, man, what's up, Isaac? Ron Jeremy, Bosa is a key to our defense. He's a difference between average and above average. I'm agreeing with that. Perry Howard, I'm watching Monday Night Raw, and I see the Seattle fan. What a Russell Wilson jersey showing a Seahawks logo. You need to sit down and stop putting that bleep up in the air. And I got to tell you something about that. The Hawks fan base, we were ranked at number 9. The Hawks are ranked at number 15. That bandwagon emptied out quick, didn't it? Guterres says Bosa and Samuel haven't signed their contract because they have the same agent. As far as money goes, it's just how they get the. Oh yeah, it's set up so. I guess it's set. So just how they get their sums. So force why they haven't signed their contract. Yeah, it's about the guaranteed money, from what I understand. Isaac Berg, what's Bosa trying? What Bosa's trying to get 5 years, $50 million with $20 million guaranteed. He can't do it, Isaac. The CBA. It's law. 4-year contract, that's all you can get. After 4 years, you can renegotiate for whatever. Daniel Garcia, hey, seriously, imagine finally winning again and see Levi actually be back to looking like a home game. Yeah. Cornelio Ortiz, what's up? And V Golden, what's up, V? San Francisco, a.k.a. San Francisco. I was trying to make the same point about him holding out like his brother. Him being injury-prone and the fact that drafting him would still keep Malcolm Smith in the offensive line. So San Francisco, get over that. That ain't happening. Jerry Fresh. How you been, Jerry? How you been, man? John Dieselroth. What's up, fam? And 49er Rocket Riders, Niners Empire. Yes. as I don my cap, and I come to the phone and I say, "What's up, Will?" Yo, 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 Will. Where we at, man?
Ronbo.
Will, man, I was just sitting up here, and Will, you can add some. I just added up some reasons why the 49ers are no longer going to get their butt whooped. And a lot of people, as I say, are scared to say we go do well, or we go do well, or compete, or anything like that, because we have had the last 2-3 years. But Will, it's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Ain't no more weak sister team here, Will. Help me out with this. What are you thinking?
Shoot, well, Ronbo, to be honest with you, I'm glad you feel the same way I'm feeling right now because most of everybody in this chat don't feel the same way. I was noticing the chat last night, everybody still with this 8, 9, and 7 type bullshit. But, me and you, Ronbo, great minds think alike, like me and you, because we got common sense. You know what I'm saying? Most of these games we played last year, man, they were so close. There were games where we even came back, we just couldn't finish them out. And the reason was, of course, injuries, and plus we didn't have no pass rush. Now we got a pass rush, man. We got Nick Bosa, D Ford, Armstead, Buckner. You know what I'm saying? Then we got the linebackers. We got the linebackers coming in. Kwan still got Fred Warner. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no reason that we can't win these games, man. I don't see a reason why we can't win a lot of games. We got more firepower on offense. Jimmy G coming back.
Talk about it.
And Kyle Shanahan gonna put Jimmy G in a better position now with these weapons to help him get the ball out quicker. So I mean, and then we got all these running backs stacked up. All of them run at least a 4-3 or a 4-2. We got a track team in the backfield. We got Tevin Coleman. I mean, I don't see why we can't win this game. But everybody on the chat so traumatized and been abused by these past few seasons that they don't have. They don't have.
Expect to get away.
They don't have confidence.
It's like those poor women who, after the husband has abused them and beat them up, they come talking about, well, I deserve that. We don't deserve that. And stop acting like it, is what I'm trying to. Will.
That's what I'm saying.
This team, look around at other teams. That's what I want people to do. Stop looking at the 49ers and judging them poorly, and go look at Tampa Bay. Go look at the Cardinals. Look at the Rams, all the bleeding they've been doing since last season. The Seahawks,
right?
They lost more people.
Right.
Oh, come on, man.
Yep.
What? They didn't build up like we did. They lost.
You right, Ronbo. You hitting the dead on the head. You hitting the dead on the head, man. I'm telling you, man. Seahawks, Legion of Boom gone. Doug Baldwin gone from the Seahawks. Don't know what you get from the Cardinals. They got a few names over there, but it's not enough. You got the Rams. You got Todd Gurley, all the writers in the league. He ain't gonna be 100% this season. So Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, they still got an offense with Roethlisberger, but they AB gone. They secondary suspect. The Panthers. You don't know how Cam Newton's shoulder gonna be. He got to. NFL Network said he got to do a new routine with his arm now because
and his accuracy wasn't that good in the first place. Will.
Right. You got the look. You got the Cleveland Brown. They may give us a competition now because the moves they make. So I gotta give them credit for that. Green Bay Packers. I'm hearing over at Green Bay that McDaniel, the head coach McDaniel, came with Shanahan. He installing this offensive playbook. Aaron Rodgers don't want to run his plays. He always
you heard the same thing I heard. I heard that just the other day. There's a little bit of there's a disconnect there between the coaching staff, Rodgers, and the players. Now, how long is that going to last? I don't know.
I don't know. See, every time Aaron Rodgers, every time McDaniel gives him a play, Aaron Rodgers goes to the line and calls an audible every time. You don't want to run the play that McDaniel is running. So how that's gonna work? How that's gonna work? You see what I'm saying? The Saints gonna be the Saints. No, I mean Drew Brees is Drew Brees. He gonna do what he do. They gonna give us a game. There's no doubt about that.
No doubt about it.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
No doubt
see,
about that.
See, we're telling the truth. We're not lying. Cleveland Browns are going to be difficult. The Saints are going to be difficult. You know, I mean,
right.
Yes.
Right. Now I'm not gonna lie. We can sweep the Cardinals, but and I believe we can sweep the Seahawks. But we may split 1-1 with the Rams. Now you know the Rams. You know how Rams is Rams. Sean McVay, all that whoop the whoop, wop the wop. But we may split a game with the Rams. But man, man, look, you see what's going on in the league, man. I don't see why we can't get over 9 wins. But we so traumatized and we so traumatized, so PST'd about the separation of Harbaugh and then how Trent Baalke fucked us up, and then Kyle Shanahan came over and was inherited of what Trent Baalke left for
cemetery.
him, and we had to go. You're right, and we had to go rebuild. So these folks ain't got no hope for this team. Even the people on this chat talking crazy. I don't know what's wrong with them. They need to just go home and just sit in the dark and watch porn or something.
Well,
I don't know.
You know, but you know, it's fear. I understand the fear, but I want to just point out. Look around the league at other teams. I read about other teams constantly because I want to know what they're doing, right? And I recommend everybody do it. When I look around at some of the guys on our schedule, you just mentioned two. I mean, Cam is having problems. Aaron, he doesn't like the coach like I thought he would. I mean, and as I mentioned, the Rams and the Hawks, that is not the same potency that they were. You know, there's a lot. And we're playing 2 games each with those guys. You notice I didn't say anything about the Cardinals, though? So I'm going to tell you the truth, Will. I have no idea, and I will not speak upon things I have no idea about. I don't know how that quarterback's going to do, and he's got some decent offensive power. Offensive power. Their defense is not bad to begin with, but they do not have their Pro Bowl cornerback for 6 weeks. So, you know, there's a lot of things to consider, but people need to study other teams to realize how silly it is to think some of these teams just come in and beat ass. It ain't going to happen. It ain't.
It ain't gonna happen, man. That's what you gotta do, man. Look, man, just check out other teams, see what they got going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm also hearing the Kill Harry, he ain't about nothing either. They been showing threads on him on Twitter how cornerbacks running routes for him, getting the ball picked off from him all the time. Come on, man.
I read about that.
Y'all better do some research about these teams that we playing, man, because y'all think about big names and the name of the team that we playing, but y'all ain't getting no insight on these teams and what they got going on. I'm saying everything I said to you, Ronbo, night are facts. Y'all go look them up. Y'all go look them up, and y'all can find out what's going on in Green Bay. You can find out what's going on with the Rams and all the other teams that we playing. They NFL Network may think they got a squad, but we really know what's going on. Just do research. These folks ain't doing research, man. They don't read no damn scripts. But y'all want to just stay in the past and we gonna be 9-7. We ain't all the way there yet, man. Bullshit. That's fucking
79 people out there too. Will, we got to stop. Will, I'm gonna tell you what, man. I'm looking for you Friday, and maybe people will do some research and we'll have some. You'll see some different comments in the chat. They'll say, "Hey, I didn't know about that team. I didn't know about this team." Hey, you know, it'll take care of itself. I will.
Ronbo, I'm gonna tell you, Ronbo. I know the names on this chat that been talking that shit. I done wrote these names down. Soon as we start winning these games, I'm gonna call every last one of their asses out. I know that. I got their names written down. I'll be watching the chat. So trust me, I got it all set up. So all right.
All right, fam.
All right, Ronbo. All right, shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to TNT, man. My player partner Dre. Trey is TNT. You know what I'm saying? That's my fam. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. Shout out to you, Ronbo. Fuck the Rams, fuck the Rudy. They lost and they broke.
I love that order too. Well, I'll see you Friday.
All right, man.
And we roll on over here to Skywalker. Skywalker.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Skywalker.
What's going on, man?
We're sitting here contemplating as to why we shouldn't get a whooping. You know, it's like the kind of thing, you're in the 6th grade, and there was that kid that used to beat you up in the 3rd grade. He grew faster than you did. He was taller, bigger, stronger. All of a sudden, he's like still 5'6", 5'7", You just all of a sudden you're 5'9", and you're still scared of him. There's no reason to be, you know. I think sometimes that's our mindset. Skywalker, have you looked around and seen the rest of the NFL and some of the teams that we got to deal with next season? I really like our chance even more when I look at other teams, rather than just looking at our team, knowing what we got. But Skywalker, what are your views? Can we contend this year?
Oh, absolutely, man. I've been looking at the schedule, trying to find where we're going to win, and I think 10-6 is for sure, if not 11-5. So I got 3 for sures on the Bucks, the Bengals, and the Redskins, and then worst case scenario, we
just those 3 teams you just mentioned. Name some of the problems with the Bucks.
just they lost. First, they lost Quan Alexander. That's the first one. Then they got Winston as their QB, who's pretty inconsistent.
Number 1.
And then Bruce Arians is taking over. I mean, he's a good offensive-minded coach, but I just don't think the defense is there. So, and they're going to probably start out slow
because they're installing a new offense, right? I mean, how fast are they going to pick that up? And how good they're getting? How effective they're going to be right away? First game?
No.
Oh.
Yeah. No. So,
Cincinnati Bengals have been bleeding for how long? 3, 4 years? They've been worse than us in so many ways.
Absolutely.
As I'm saying, where's all these losses coming from? Right, go ahead.
So yeah, let me give you 10 real quick. So sure things, right? The Bucks, Bengals, Redskins, and then worst case scenario, we split the West. We get 3 out of 6. That's worst case scenario.
That's worse.
I think we can do better. Worst case, and then you got 2 teams coming home that don't play very good on the road. You got Panthers and Falcons. So they played less than 500 on the road, and they're coming to Santa Clara. So I think those are good games that we could probably get them. So there's 2 more. So that's 8, and then you got the Browns and the Packers at home as well. So I feel, and if not, you can throw in Pittsburgh. I don't think Pittsburgh's quite there. So you got also some chances to get 10.
And you know, Pittsburgh came to Oakland last year and got beat. I'm real curious as to, you know, they went through a lot of stress in the locker room. There's a lot of animosity going on in that team that we're not hearing about. I keep watching the Steelers to see if there's any nasty news coming out of that camp, but they seem vindicated now. It's like they made Antonio Brown the cancer of the team. He's gone, so they're starting to heal up now, and they're getting better. And Juju Smith-Schuster is enjoying his role. He's the number 1 guy. But is Juju Smith-Schuster, is his production the product or the result of Antonio Brown taking the best coverage on every game and some other things? I mean, Smith-Schuster's he's a good football player, but I wonder what he's going to be like without Antonio.
I don't know, but I know Nate Washington's pretty good too. That's the other guy on the other side. He's going to take basically Juju's spot. So you got Juju and Nate Washington. Those are legit receivers. So I have no doubt they'll throw the ball. But Ben plays like shit on the road. So
but the thing is, I'm not. Sherman's going to be taking care of one, and Jason Verrett, I suspect he'll be healthy at least 4 weeks of the season. I doubt Schuster is going to be able to get away from Verrett. I really do.
That's my only concern about this team right now, Ronbo.
Secondary
is the DBs. Not so much secondary. I think we're really actually very deep in safety. I don't know why everyone's concerned about our safety. I think we're extremely deep in our safety. I'm not joking around, man. I'm serious.
We are. We got 29 safeties. Some of them are going to get cut.
More back there. The only wrench in the spokes is more. I mean, if they keep more in the safeties, then our DBs are going to be kind of depleted a little bit. So I'm just a little. I mean, we've got Jimmy Ward and Moore. They can play both, but I'm a little concerned about the DBs because everybody's hoping Verrett's going to be good, man, and it's an Achilles, and he's got so many injuries that are just kind of take away your skill set. It's just a little nerve-wracking. But we'll find out as soon as he comes to camp.
Yeah, well, and in fact, you're right. Here's the thing I have no fear in saying anymore. I still think Akello Witherspoon, who looked like one of the best defenders in camp, I'm telling you, he may have turned a corner. I'm thinking he just needed a
I feel
better
you there.
coach. Yeah, because he looked
Yeah.
good toward the end of this last season. I guess he was doing things on his own. I have faith that he can come in and do at least a decent job. Now, I'm not calling him a Pro Bowler, but I do think he can do a decent job now. And if he is in there because Red can't go just yet, or if Red has to wait a few weeks, I am not really afraid of that, especially with the pass rush we got now.
Two things that absolutely. There's two things that made me feel a little bit better about it. Was there's one consistent message coming from that group that Joe Woods has instilled in them, is that you just stick to your assignment and fundamentals, and you will make plays. And everybody's saying the same thing. And I'm very happy to hear that, because that is what you have to do. Play fundamental football and just stick to your assignment, and don't try to overdo it. So I have no doubt that Joe Woods will have that group working hard and doing the right thing. And then to have Fred Warner come out and say, hey, pay attention to my boy Alex Brown, that makes me feel a little bit better.
And Fred don't know, but
I mean,
he just made sure Alex Brown made the team.
We need somebody to come step up and just compete.
Well, you got that now, because like you say, their mind is in a place now. The 49ers know they're not supposed to get beat up like this all the time. And they would have done a lot better last year had they not lost so many people, but that's an excuse now, because the 49ers have had another year to put in some guys that can back up now. And we got quality depth. It's not a bunch of guys coming in. You got to pray he can do well. I mean, I'm talking even down to Nick Mullins. I got faith in Nick, especially if he's got all the offensive weapons that Kyle's got out there lined up now. We're talking about a guy who's standing in the stadium with just a light on, maybe a flashlight, running plays. Come on, man. Guys like that are dangerous. I'm impressed.
I've been wanting to call in every day, man. It's so hard for me to call in. I keep hearing people talking about the depth and who they want to keep and who's going to go. And
it's scary.
I've been talking to my phone the whole time, listening. People looking at me like I'm crazy, but
we are. We're not fans. Of course, we're crazy.
We have to realize that we're not rolling with 3 quarterbacks. We're sticking with 2. We're not rolling with 4 running backs. We're going with 3 and the fullback to make 4. And you can't add these players.
Yet.
They gotta
Skywalker's
you got to take from somewhere.
We can't take reality yet as far as getting rid of players. This is a soft spot. Because the day that they come down to the 53-man roster, you're going to hear more oohs and ahs. They're going to echo around the planet. Oh.
Absolutely.
But we got to go, fam.
Finish that. I hear you. But I'm just looking at the roster. Kyle's been very consistent on what he's picked. And if anything, we're going to roll with 24 on the offensive side and probably 26 on the defensive side due to that secondary, is my opinion.
I hadn't even noticed
and I think
that.
I think we're gonna cut a backup center, Magnuson, because we got Garland as our kind of like guard / center to make up for it.
I think you just that was an accurate cut. I gotta agree with that. Skywalker, let's go, man. I tell you what, I'm gonna see you Friday if you get some time, huh?
All right, boss. You have a good day, and Jed, don't fuck it up. Niner Empire. You guys have a good night. Thanks, Ronbo.
Thanks, Skywalker. Good night.
See you, man.
See, Jed cannot screw anything up because Jed has been told. I mean, you could go with us to make the steal for OBJ, but stay out of the way, Jed. I'm telling you, stay out of the way. Hey, Dre, come on in here, Dre. Now, here's a guy that'll tell you why there's no need to be walking around here scared. Dre.
Ronbo. Did I just hear you say Killer Witherspoon's going to turn a corner? Did I just hear you say that?
You did. You know why? I'm telling you. He's coming this year. It's like every time he walks down the street, people be yelling at him.
Do you know what a Killer Witherspoon is?
I'm telling you.
Ronbo, do you know what a Killer Witherspoon is? The guy that you bring in when Jason Verrant is a little bit tired. That's all he is. That's all he is, Ronbo. He's nothing more. Let me tell you guys something. Okay? This is coming from me, Dre Berry himself. You don't sign a guy to a 1-year, $3.6 million contract if he is not extremely healthy. Okay?
Yeah.
Jason Verrett was in town for 2 days, Ronbo. He was in town for 2 days. They ran tests on this man for 2 days before they signed him on the third day.
Ooh,
Do you realize that?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? When he got into town, he didn't sign to the third day. So they did extensive tests.
I have every hope and prayer that Jason Verrett does not go down. But I'm just saying, if something goes wrong, God forbid, I
trust Alex Brown. I trust Alex Brown over Ahkello Witherspoon, bro.
Now, see,
there
you go.
Alex Brown is a real dog. Like, if y'all ain't seen the tape, y'all need to go watch that. Alex Brown is a dog.
I've seen it.
Okay? I trust Alex over Ahkello, bro. I mean,
if he
44.1,
I ain't got no problem with it. I
just don't trust Ahkello, bro. All it takes is for one guy to catch a big pass, and then Ahkello is going to start not whipping his head around, jumping up in the air, trying to break on routes and get the interception and end up getting fucking burned. I just don't trust this guy, Ronbo. I'm sorry. I just don't trust Ahkello. This guy, man, look, bro. He had a 90 route caught on him. Two plays later, dude tried to jump the 90 route, and it went to the house. I mean, come on, bro. It's third and 13, bro. Kilo, all you have to do is whip your head around and locate the ball. Locate the fucking ball. That's what they tell you in Pop Warner. Whip your head around, locate the ball. He couldn't even do that.
But Dre, you played this game. Did you constantly make the same mistakes over and over for years?
No, I didn't, because I wouldn't have played as long as I did, and I would have been on the bench. My coach wasn't with that shit. I've never had lackadaisical pass coach. My coach is like, you do what you're supposed to do, or you're going to be on the bench.
You know, it's a learning experience. He had to go through that. NFL is a different experience. I'm telling you, toward the last end of the season, that was not the same Ahkello Witherspoon. Now, I don't know about this year, but they do say he's been kicking butt in camp so far. Now, if that continues,
and he's been kicking butt in shorts and in a tank top, Ronbo. Shorts and a tank top.
Here's the thing: it has to start somewhere. He came in last year. He was getting burnt up in them same shorts and t-shirts.
Souffle.
Right from the beginning.
Sushi.
So,
souffle.
Everybody's hoping
grilled,
to be okay.
Fried, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was bad.
But Drake, also, let's touch upon why are the 49ers going to be contenders this year?
Well, the thing is, the most important thing, besides for the guys that we've added, Ronbo, we basically have the same core that we have had since Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch entered into San Francisco. That's the most important thing. It's not like you got a whole bunch of new pieces. You know what I mean? We need a pass rush. You go out and draft one guy. You sign one guy. You know, we needed some help with the cornerbacks. You go out and sign one guy, and you draft a guy that's really good that nobody heard about. And well, actually, he's an undrafted free agent, and Alex Brown. You know, it's there. You know, Shanahan did a really good job of keeping the same core of guys, because those guys know the offense in and out now. It's the third year. You know what I mean? Like they know the offense in and out. So going into the fourth year, man, you can't expect nothing but them to do exactly what they're supposed to do. We kept the same core guys. Some of the guys who were lagging, you know what I mean, they ended up getting cut. But as far as the same core, as far as first, second, and third string, all of those guys are there, Ronbo. And and it's been said many times that, you know, Kyle Shanahan's offense and Robert Saleh's defense takes about 2 to 3 years to grasp. This is going into year 4. You know what I mean? So, I'm really feeling good about that. And wherever we needed help at, they went and addressed all of those problems. We didn't really need help in the backfield, you know what I mean? But, you know, you can get a guy like Tevin Coleman. Yeah, like that's extremely overkill, Ronbo. Okay, so put it like this: Le'Veon Bell, you know, the guy hasn't played football in a year. Even though it helps heal your body up, it's still gonna take you some time to get your rhythm back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Le'Veon making hip hop albums and shit. You know what I'm saying? No, we don't need that. We don't need that.
Good. He
we don't
didn't
need
play
that.
Ball.
Yeah. And he's trash. He's trash. He cannot rap. Let's stop that, Le'Veon. You know, you got girls stealing $500,000 worth of jewelry, and we don't need that in San Francisco. We just don't need it. We don't need it, Le'Veon. So you got Le'Veon. What other running backs can you name that have been productive and have not had any major injuries that was in free agency this year, Ronbo? Name one.
I can't think.
Name one. Yeah. I mean, come on now. I'm not just saying that because he plays with us. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just and guys, I'm not just saying that because he plays with us. I'm not just saying that because he plays with us. Tevin is the only one, and like I said, I repeat this every time I talk about the guy. He is the only one of 5 players. We're talking about guys like Antonio Brown. We're talking about guys like Ezekiel Elliott. We're talking about guys like OBJ. He's one of 5 guys who have had a combined 8 touchdowns or more in 3 consecutive seasons. That's not easy to do in the NFL, Ronbo.
I tell you.
That's not easy to do in the NFL, especially coming out of the backfield. The average length of a running back's career is 3 to 5 years, Ronbo, and he did it 3 years in a row. You know what I mean? So, that's the most important thing. We have kept the core of guys, that we have had for the last 3 years, going into the last 4, going into year 4, and we have added a lot of teams, you know what I'm saying, i.e. Pittsburgh Steelers, they're losing big pieces. We haven't lost any big pieces. A lot of teams, i.e., let's say the Ravens, they lost big pieces. I mean, you lose Eric Weddle, and then what's the linebacker's name that they lost, the inside linebacker name, and then they lost and then they lost T. Sugg and went to Arizona. Like a lot of those teams, I mean, then you look at the Rams, they lost Sue, and then they lost Joyner, and then they lost Robert Woods, a really good receiver. I mean, a lot of teams that have been good, haven't been able to keep all their pieces, Ronbo. And the good thing is we have, and we added.
And that's the gospel truth. We're going to go because it's late, but listen, fam, good stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah.
As usual.
Yes, sir. Man, shout out to the TNT fam, man. My player partner, Will, Trey Trez, my bro, Big Show, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Horatio Flores, Empire Strikes, Jerry Fresh, Bob Money, man, all of the Niner fam, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, we have kept our core and added pieces, bro. That's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? That's what creates a good team, So let's go, man. I'll see y'all when we coming back, Ronbo.
Come back Friday.
Friday, man. You know what I'm saying? Good Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I'll see y'all on Friday, bro.
All right, Dre. Appreciate you, fam. Have a good night.
All right, sure. Peace.
Yeah. See, because I every now and then I fall to the pressure of, man, you got to stop making these predictions, man. Look at your ass the last 2 years, man. So I have to hush because now I got B-slapped back into place. But you know what? Because nobody wants to hear about the extenuating circumstances. They just say, man, you was wrong. Hey, James is never wrong. James.
Yeah, I heard that. I wish that was so, but it ain't though, brother.
But James, we live in a world because everybody loves to see people on top come down. It's like, that's why some of these fans, they be nipping at your heels and running smack and talking loud and saying nothing. They now have had their little opportunities to mess with Niner fans. We've had it glorious for a long time. And our legacy speaks for itself. Now they make jokes about the last time we scored a Super Bowl. And it actually was only a few years ago we got in there. We just lost. But see, this is the thing.
That's exactly right.
So come on, man. You guys, it's over. It's just about over. Because see, now the team has reconstructed. And that red and gold machine is up ready to roll again. Here we come. It's like the Poltergeist movies. They're back. I can feel it. Yes.
Hey,
but James, your
I
observations
tell you,
on
brother. Yeah, it's relatively simple. Just like the other caller that called 2 callers ago, and he pretty much summed it up. He was 100% right, man. Those people that he was speaking about in the chat or whatever, I'm not on it, but you got to be optimistic. I mean, if you have enough self-esteem in you to believe in yourself, these guys, it's guys out there on that team that want to win. They want to win now.
Yes.
And now with the additions that Shanahan has put around Jimmie Garoppolo, it's an abundance of them. Let me tell you something. This is about a 4-year window to a 5-year window that you can be able to keep the core of your players. And once you hit that height with the players you got, You can't keep everybody, but you do your best to hold on to who you have. But right now is our time. I mean, I'm looking at last year, we were 4-12. Okay, we had the second worst record in the league.
Oh.
And I do believe that 2019, I think that very record 12-4, 4-12 is going to be turned around. I'm saying 11-5, 12-4, somewhere in that range. And I think that right around that time, in the second part of the stretch of our season, and once again, the caller was so right. These are winnable games, man. Tampa Bay, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, okay, Cleveland at home. We want to bully them. We're waiting on them. Yes, sir. We want them. We want the Cleveland Browns, bro, because that's going to be a prove it to me game.
And they'll have that attitude, won't they? Yeah, here they
come. Of course, I'm telling you.
Let's go. This shows who we are.
Let's not forget about it here. Jimmie Garoppolo has got something to prove, man. Jimmie Garoppolo has got something to prove. Jimmie Garoppolo is a breadwinner. It's in his DNA. All the way back into college, look what he did. He broke Romo's records. He did this. He came in the league, and so far what he's shown me is a quarterback that was a winner. And right now, that's our quarterback. That's our leader. He's going to rally that team, okay? And that's what they need right now. And it's Kyle Shanahan's version of his San Francisco 49ers team that a caller said last night. I believe, I'm not 100% sure. I think his name, might have been Linwood, and he was saying about how much of an offensive guru that Kyle Shanahan is. Let me tell you something, for some that don't know, that might have been riding big wheels back in this day and time. Kyle Shanahan was standing, no disrespect, I still love y'all, y'all part of the Niner Empire, but it is what it is. In 94, Kyle Shanahan was standing on the sideline by his dad with Bobby Turner opposite of him and standing there in the locker room with Steve Young calling out 300 plays, man. Kyle standing there holding a clipboard watching this as a little 11-year-old, 12-year-old child. Okay? 11-year-old, 12-year-old child. Maybe around 14, because he's, 37, 38 now?
He's somewhere in there.
Yeah.
He's not quite 40.
Yeah, he had
somewhere close.
Right. And I'm saying this is bred in him, football, and how to attack defenses, with your strengths, and you can just dominate on. And I think that, they know it's gonna hit its stride. It's gonna hit its stride, this team. And when we hit it, we're gonna do some phenomenal things. Put up numbers like, look at this backfield. Just say if it comes a game where Kyle says, you know what, now people wonder how could he actually put 3 running backs in the same game? Here's how. You only dress 5 receivers. If you dress 5 receivers, some way with this offense, because of the abundance of offensive players, somebody is you're not going to have the first to the 6th receiver in a game. You're not going to have, you're not going to bring 6 linebackers in the game.
That was my suggestion yesterday. I said, you know what? If Tyle's going to take away from any unit, it's going to be the wide receivers. You don't need all those wide receivers when you got that kind of running back group.
And then on top of that, when you've got the real skill set receivers and like a Deebo Samuel, and then you have him matched up with Dante, and then on top of that, you have George Kittle and Tola Leo. Okay, somebody that's 6'8", that big of a man, is an eminent red zone target, hands down. He's a move the ball tight end. When you need 4 yards, you just throw it up high enough for him to fight over DBs and linebackers and still move the ball. And while the defense bites into that serious tight end play and receivers running slant patterns across the middle, you have no idea what's about to happen in the next 2 plays with one of them running backs going out in the flat in motion. And now the defense is running to cover him because they didn't expect it. but the one in the backfield is the one who's going to catch a screen play that'll probably go for like 40 yards.
And it's going to
Ain't
be
got
disguised
necessarily
motion
throw.
anyway, James. Nobody.
Of course,
not
that's
gonna
exactly
see,
what it is.
We're not going to see the play develop until after execution, and then you'll be able to go back in the film as they slow-mo it and see what happened, because those things happen quick.
Of course.
And a defense cannot keep up
And
with some of those things.
it's so much deception when you look at some of the big plays that we were able to hit last year with multiple quarterbacks. I mean, from Jimmie Garoppolo all the way down to Nick Mullins and CJ. But I'm just saying, there was plays. Kettle was open as well as other receivers was so wide open on some plays. You wonder, like, how did that happen?
Damn.
You know, or the fullback running underneath with two receivers that are going to curl, and he just winds up in the flat standing by himself with a corner that's like 20 yards away from him.
And the DC's got both hands on both sides of his head. James, we got to stop right there. All right?
Yeah, man.
I tell you what.
Hey,
oh,
bro.
by the way, James, you remember that defensive back from Washington Redskins? He's now with the Washington Redskins. Used to be the Panthers. That used to check OBJ.
Used to be with the Josh Norman.
Yeah, Josh. By the way, I want to help out Smith.
Josh Norman.
Smith S says, Dollar Bell, LOL. Name a cornerback that could check OBJ. Josh Norman.
Man, listen,
all day. Okay, we gotta get
this.
And Jason Verrett probably will be able to as well. But go ahead.
Jason Verrett is at the top of the chain when it comes to who can stop OBJ. He knows what Jason Verrett will do to him.
That's
a
right.
healthy Jason Verrett.
Yeah,
man.
Let me get you Friday, okay?
All right, man. Love what you do, Ronbo. Thank you for the platform you provide for us. Niner Empire, just keep your heads up. Our time is coming. That time is arriving. It's evolving. Embrace it. Run with it, and just expect the best. Niner Empire, Niner for life. Have a great evening, Ronbo.
Thanks, James. You too, fam. See you Friday. All right.
All right, buddy.
All right. I was just watching Jason Verrett on a clip there, but that boy looks like he's ready to roll. Demetrius!
Rumble.
Hey, D out the East Coast. Hey, D, man, we tonight, man, we're having fun. We're trying, we need to open up a hospital ward or some kind of facility for a lot of 49er fans who just can't bring themselves to believe that the 49ers can actually win games now. People are still running around talking about if we're lucky we'll win 8. I've even read a couple of some 7 and 9 people. It's like everybody in the league is so good and we're just so bad.
Nah, man. We could knock out our whole schedule, man. Ain't nobody on that schedule better than us, man. They talking about last year. This is a new year. Everybody got a different team. And that, you know what I mean? And we made the most changes.
We made too many changes. This ain't the same team.
Yeah, they going off last year's stats, man. That's what killed me. They always going off last year's stats. That's what they did last year.
I'm talking about,
what they
you're
doing
running
this
the
year,
49er fans, Demetrius. You're running the 49er fans. Well, I'll be happy if we win 8 games. Why would you be happy about that? They've worked too hard.
We going 14-2, man. What the hell the NFL gonna do? They better watch out, man. Telling you, Rumble, 14-2 this year.
I like this team.
Everybody on our team got something to prove, man. Everybody got something to prove.
Demetrius, the only thing is,
we all do.
There's a lot of travel involved in the schedule this year. This is the one thing, and if there's any one factor that will go against the 49ers, it could be the East Coast swing. If we were going Midwest or something like that, it'd be a little better. We're going East. Demetrius, I think will be right out in your neighborhood, man, on a number of occasions.
You know how they did it the year they went to the Super Bowl. I give them credit for that when they traveled. Yeah, they stayed on the road instead of flying back.
Yeah.
So I hope that's a good look for them. You know what I mean?
It's a smart move too.
Hopefully they do it like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I think we're gonna go 14-2. I know we're gonna lose a couple of dudes and all of that, but that's just part of the game, Ronbo. But
yeah, that's football.
We're gonna kick ass, man.
But there's guys that can actually come in and play the part, and we don't lose like we lost last year. A lot of times the second guy comes in and he just can't hold it up. But they got some guys now on the bench. If you're a starter, you need to keep that butt on the field. He may not be able to come back. Kwaski
or
T.
you might not have a job.
Yeah, Kwaski's got to be careful. I figure he's going to start, but Demetrius, Marcel Harris ain't no joke, man. And he's going to get a
He's
full
a beast.
camp this
I
year.
like
That's going to be
Harris.
a rough
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah, he fast and he's authentic, man. He know what he's doing. He know what he's doing. Yeah, but Fox, you better watch out. Was that him talking about he making a rap song about Kaepernick or something?
No,
One
you're
of the
talking about
49ers
Antone.
safeties, man.
Antone Exum is making some kind of a song. I didn't know
Oh,
Antone made music up until the other day when they first started talking about him. He gets along really well with Nick Bosa. He says he loves Nick Bosa and likes talking to him about Donald Trump and other things. He said Antone,
yeah, I was
and
cracking up at that. I was like, yo, what the hell?
he's the biggest
Like, yeah, that's
Cap
crazy.
fan in the world. So it's kind of funny that that's why I make a point of, can we get over Nick Bosa and his antics on social media? He's in camp, but every brother on the field out there is talking to him. So I don't feel it is necessary to continue with that narrative to begin with. But I'm laughing at Antone because Antone took it to the next level.
Yeah,
I
man,
can
he was
see
bugging.
that.
I was cracking up. I'm like, this dude wilding out, bro. I was like, holy shit. Like, yeah, he's crazy. But yeah, nah. Tart, I think he better watch his back though. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think one hiccup for him and he's done. I think he could possibly go after. You know what I mean? I think
He's got to
it could
start.
be a
You're right, Demetrius.
possibility
He's
he
got to
could go.
start because he gets paid starter money. He has to win that spot. The 49ers don't
Mhm.
pay people starter money for backup roles. So he has to start. So he will start, in fact. I say if he goes down to an injury and Marcel comes in and does a better job this year than he did last year, and I can expect that because he didn't get any training camp last year. This year he's going to get training camp. He'll know everything everybody else knows and be on equal footing coming into the camp or into the games or into the season. So now what does he look like? Because Demetrius, we may not even seen the best Marcel Harris yet. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to see
And
this.
he might ball out though. I'm gonna watch that in preseason. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch
Mm-hmm.
that in training camp too. I want to see what go on with that. Because I think Tart is on his last legs with the 49ers because he get injured too much. You know what I mean? Like him and Jimmy Ward is the same, but I'm gonna ride with J Dub. So, but Tart,
They both from
he
the same
smell
place.
grass and he injured. Yeah, yeah. So I think they on their last legs, but I think more so Tart. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think Jimmy Ward got that, what you call that seniority, because he been there longer. You dig? So, and he
He's at the
getting more money.
crossroads too,
So,
though. He's got to
yeah,
come up this year. He's got to show why the 49ers are paying him so much money. He just has to. This is his last year. He cannot go down.
yeah.
He's
And
got to
Moore is a
produce.
baller too.
Uh,
Tavares Moore is a baller too. So,
yeah.
Jimmy Ward better watch it. So, I think them two, they got to watch themselves in training camp, and I want to see what they do in preseason. So, that's what I'll be watching. Everything else gonna fall in place because everything else we good. You know what I mean? So,
And
it's going down.
wouldn't it be
You know
great
what
to
I
see
mean?
Solomon Thomas look good this year? I mean, seems things
I,
fall into
he
place like this
on the
sometimes.
line. Him. I'm gonna say Thomas on the line. Thomas and this guy, man, Armstead. They're my underdogs on the
I
line
ain't worried
this
about
year. I
Armstead.
think.
Eric, as much as people talk to him, he was one of the best in the league as far as setting the edge. Um,
Yeah,
he's not a
I think.
great pass rusher, but he might be now due to the fact that double teaming is going to be difficult with the 49ers front rush. This is going to be really
Yeah,
different this
it's
year.
gonna set him. Yeah, it's gonna set him free with Greenlaw on that side too, or it's gonna go down right. Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait.
Man. And
Oh
that's
man, them big boys gonna cause a ruckus, man. It's gonna go crazy, man.
well, Demetrius,
Woo!
we're out in the East Coast. I'll tell you what, it's getting late out there where you at. I'm gonna say goodbye to you until Friday and be looking for you then, huh?
All right, no doubt, Ronbo. I have one more thing before I go. What you think about Nick Bosa, brother coming to San Fran from San Diego to San Fran? You think that's in the making?
Joey? He's got another year
Yeah,
or two on
Joey.
his contract, though. When can you
You think
imagine?
here? I think that's in the make. I think that's in the making to have the first two brothers to play on the same team
and
and
both
both
play
pass
opposite
rushers.
edges. That'd be hysterical. I don't think the Chargers gonna let Joey go though. They'd be crazy.
Man, look, if he want to
man.
go with his bro, look, man, if he held out, he could have stood out and not play. Straight up. I'll always like that'll be a good thing. That'll be a good look for us.
Yeah,
but that's just me dreaming.
Yeah, we got a couple
Yes,
years before we get in that dream. All right, Demetrius. I'll see you
All right,
Friday,
Ronbo,
fam.
man, you have a good night, bro.
You too.
Yes, sir.
Night. And Lucy Howe said, "Hey, my boyfriend and I just moved to SF and are super excited for the season. He's a huge fan, big love. And Lucy, and to your boyfriend, it's gonna be a brighter day now. Look out. Niners go light it up this year. I don't know about Super Bowl, but somebody gonna get a butt whooping. And it ain't gonna be us every week." Popeye Savera. He said, "Sup, Pop, what it up, boy? Yo!" And James Cruz, he said, "Hey, I don't know TNT, but it sounds like they got your number." TNT. It sounds like they got your number. TNT. Oh, TNT. I thought you were talking about the network. James, I'm waiting for TNT. Boy, they boys, man, we ready to launch that whole case. John Dyson. If Robbie Gould, John, you just keep bringing. I mean, people keep on bringing up Robbie Gould's name. If he doesn't show up, I think I'm okay with John Brown as our kicker, especially with that 65-yard field goal he made earlier and broke a windshield at the same time. Oh, I always forget about Robbie. Whew. Go 169. Jason Verrett is looking good on his recovery. He's got a flame on. Jason Verrett, man, I tell you. A lot of fans are going to get over a lot of phobias when they finally see Verrett on the field. These wide receivers we could play this year, don't even worry about them. Don't even worry about it. Verrett and Sherman stay up with that pass rush. Wide receivers are going to be very quiet all game long. We will make the playoffs. It's because Jamel Fagan says, we will make the playoffs. We got some hungry boys here ready to shut some mouths up, like Nate and others. Yeah. Niners knock 'em cold. Hey, what up? Red and gold till we're dead and gold. 15-1 because this is fun. 15-1 because the other teams are bums. Quest for 6, hashtag Quest for 6, hashtag soaring for 7. I love it. Love you, fam. Hit that like. Knockers. Niners knock 'em cold. Thank you, fam. And JT, come on in here.
What's up? What up, Ronbo? Been a little bit.
JT, man. We're just having fun tonight trying to speculate because, we have got to get over the fact we've got to stop accepting being losers. It is not necessary to just insist upon being a loser when there's no legitimate reason to really feel that way. You know what I'm saying? So that's why tonight.
Oh, I'm not having.
Yeah, that's why my campaign here tonight is, man, come on, man, y'all. Everybody ain't such a badass like we're trying to make them out to be. Come on, man. But JT, what are you thinking, man? What are your thoughts on this?
I'm not having none of that bull-ass shit that I've been hearing these last few days on fucking YouTube with Florio and all this fucking BS. And I'm hearing about all that fucking Bosa's going to hold out on this and that and talking about how we're just going to be a 4-12 team again this year and all that bullshit that I'm just fucking hearing. It's all right, though. It's all right, though, because I tell you one thing, Ronbo. Action speaks louder than words.
Yep.
And like I said, I haven't been online for a while to talk to you, but I've just been hearing, more and more and more people since I've mentioned it a long time ago before it even happened. I was on board with the Jason Verrett train, and now everybody's on board with the Jason Verrett train. And I'm glad, I'm glad that everybody took recognition of the shit because I've been trying to tell everybody in the first damn place. Look, this man turns his head, he moves his hips, he knows how to play ball. And Akello Weatherspoon, I don't give a damn what he's doing.
in the in mandatory mini camp. He thinks he's a badass right now because he ain't got nobody to to compete with. He ain't got no real threat to compete with. Watch when training camp rolls around when he's got a real threat to compete with that's going to take his fucking job. Because I tell you what, we're going to have 2 shutdown corners, Jason Verrett and Richard Sherman. And like you just said right now a little moment ago, that the wide receivers or whoever we're going to play, it's going to be fucking crickets. You ain't going to hear a damn thing because our pass rush is
ain't going to be no deep routes. Everything's going to be down around the midfield line. And I tell you what, we got some people down there waiting on them too. One thing I do enjoy is the linebacker crew. You go run midfield plays, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Quarterback better get rid of that ball, and he better get rid of it now. Oh, mistakes are going to take place. I love it.
I just seen a tweet on your thing. I got a lot of hate. Hell yeah, I got a lot of hate because I got a lot of animosity for all the built-up years since 2014? Yeah. Hell yeah, I'm pissed off. And it's about to go down this year. It's really about to go down. I can't wait.
It's all academic. It's mad. If 49ers stay on the field, teams got trouble coming at them.
And not only that, Ronbo, I think our strongest point in the defense is the defensive line.
Of course. That's where it all starts.
That's where it's all going to start, in the trenches. So I tell you what, if the pass rush fails and they get the ball off again, it's not happening. They can forget about it. Yeah. Pack their bags, go home.
Days are so over. You can't sit back and take your time and scan the field for up to 2 minutes. That time is up, man.
Hey, Ronbo, and you know what else? Verrett's going to be playing in training camp. I mean, not training camp, but in preseason. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see. I want to see him shut. I just want to see him shut it down.
He'll only be out there a couple minutes at a time. Here's the thing. In training camp, I do wonder if coaches are going to go ahead and let their people throw. I mean, what is the point in throwing? I think the 49ers aren't going to play Verrett or Sherman in preseason games. I really do. Maybe one play. Just let them get loose and get a little feel of the game from last year. Otherwise, they're going to sit down. Because the 49ers want to look at what they got in guys like they want to see, of course, they want to see Witherspoon. They want to see Alex Brown. They want to see if Maben's worth a damn. Is he going? We're going to keep him. Are going to cut him? Dante Johnson. I'm sure the decision's already been made on him, but he will be out there. I mean, these are guys that you got to look at first.
Hey, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I want to say one more name. Tarvarius Moore.
Yeah. See, he'll be out there because Tarvarius they could try to switch positions on him, and I doubt if Tarvarius. In fact, he's not going to be playing corner. I would imagine. Unless it's absolutely necessary. They got him up to speed, and he knows how you play it. If in a pinch you need him, yeah. But Tavares is going to be back there playing the center field position. I got a feeling they're going to put him back there all preseason long to see how well he handles.
I think so, too. And I think if they like what they see, I think Jimmy Ward's going to have a problem on his hands. I think because I was just watching some highlights, and I think Tarvarius Moore with his speed, he's rangy. Ronbo, that kid can play.
No, that's a lot of speed. 4 threes. Whew, man.
And I was on the J-Dub Club, but I was watching film on Tarvarius Moore. I was just like, damn, that man. If he gets the playbook, man, he's going to be playing ball. We're going to be a ferocious defense.
Yeah, I no doubt about it. And don't leave out AC. See, people that counted AC out, I'm telling you, AC's that dude. Oh, man, they think I'm trash. All right, he gets inspired. He got inspired the year before last when he was the last dude on the food chain. And then we got his chance, outplayed everybody. I said, man, nobody knew Adrian Coleman could play. I mean, we knew he could play, but I didn't know he could play at that level. So that safety spot's gonna be that's gonna be a war.
Ronbo, but I like consistency.
Well,
if you get the job, it's not gonna be your job just because you want it, man. You got to hold down that job every year, man. You can't play good one year and then play, sometime the following year.
Yeah, I agree. You know what happened to him and Witherspoon. It's like Robert Sala said. Yeah, the problem with both Akello and Adrian is I think these are the guys. I got this kind of guys, right? Y'all got this? I don't think so. See, because that's what happened in the first year. They start feeling their own oats, and they say, "Shh, man, this ain't nothing, man. We got this. Y'all ain't got this. Y'all proved y'all ain't got that in year number 2." So that's what I'm saying. They learned some things last year. If nothing else, they learned mentally humility. Don't be out here. You ain't got nothing until you put it in on a daily basis. See, so I got a feeling there's been some learning.
I tell you what, Ronbo, I think Colbert, Akello Weatherspoon, I think they're gonna make some solid backups this year.
Yeah, I do too. I really do. I really do. So because they come in with
they're
a different
gonna be
attitude.
some solid backups.
Yeah, you got to work hard in the NFL. Don't. You ain't got this.
I mean,
Don't ever say I got this. Even Sherman never says I got this. He even said it. I work hard every day and ask for feedback from the coaches. See, Akello and AC, I ain't got to ask nobody for no feedback. I got this. All right. And now you got the chair. Sit down. See, that's what.
Yeah, we want hungry football players who want to win, who want to come in and win. Not just going to come in and keep the spot warm because they're getting the playing time. Mm-hmm. I'm not having that, man. I want some players that want to come in and win and whoop some ass.
That's right. JT, we got to stop. JT, Friday, JT, let's do this again, man. I'm going to look for you.
All right, Ronbo, it's been a minute. Hey, Niner Empire, man, I hope everybody liked what I was talking about, man.
Of course.
I'm just fed up with all the bullshit that I'm hearing on fucking TV and on fucking YouTube and all that shit, man.
They're just getting started.
We're going to ride it out on everybody.
Yeah, we got to ride
it out. All right, Ronbo, Niner Empire.
All right, fam. Have a good night.
All right.
Yeah. It's like Daniel Jeremiah said, the 49ers are the most dangerous team there is that nobody's talking about. And I'm saying, when you look around every team we're going to play, and you look at the 49er roster, and you look who the head coach is, think about it for a minute. Is that team really that easy to beat? Really? I don't think so. Hey, Cody Cass, how far do you think the 49ers go this year? There's where I hit a wall. On the one hand, I believe if the 49ers do get in the playoffs, that means they pretty much got a grip on what they're doing. And one thing that's dangerous is a Kyle Shanahan team that knows what they're doing. That means they become an extension of the Shanahan mind. Then they could be extremely dangerous. We'll see. I got to wait till about week 8 or 9. I don't know what to say about that. So I'll say they can get to the door. After that, I'm not sure. So because maturity takes a lot of what the formula has to be about. Wilson says, I love listening to you at work. Makes my night so much better. Much love from San Diego. Hey, Wilson. Thanks, ma'am. And Ant-Man Felix, I'm getting tired of so-called fans doubting what Shanahan has created in the 2019 season. It's, I don't know what to tell you, Ant-Man, on that. They'll become believers later. We're seeing things a little early. I just put it that way. I can't get mad at them because, we've been getting beat up for so long. Some people can't get over getting beat up, 49er Lakers says, what's up? Danny Miller says Deebo and Bosa will probably sign around the same time. Actually, you know what I heard? Everybody's waiting to see what Bosa does. The first 5 or 6 picks, they're waiting for Bosa to sign. Can you imagine? He's a leader amongst men. Hey, Bosa's a leader, and he's not. Those guys are even on our team, and they're waiting to see what Bosa does. Hilarious. Donna Bell, what's up? Oh, yeah. Hailing from the state of Virginia, one of the co-founders of TNT. Here's Trey from VA. He's coming to work with me about both Keller and I knew it was coming this Monday night. Oh, God.
Finally.
And
God.
I do mean finally. Brother Ronbo, how you doing, sir?
I'm scared, Trey. Because I've been in here talking mad stuff. I seen you on the chat.
Mm-hmm.
I was worried.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Trey's going to come in here and get me. I know it any minute now. I feel
Shout
like
out to you and the staff. Shout out to the people that help you put this together. Shout out to the TNT family, everybody out there.
yeah.
But let me ask you a question, Ronbo.
Uh-oh.
Do you want it to be cute and cuddly tonight? Or do you want to keep it real? How you want to do this tonight, Ronbo?
I got to say, with Trey, I ain't going to ask for nothing but keeping it real. Because no matter what I say,
Yeah.
you're
So
going
with
to keep
that
it
being
real
said,
anyway.
sir, if you don't mind, please put
Give you
the
an
kids to
installment.
bed on the East Coast. Put the kids to bed on the East Coast. All right? It's a little bit after 11, so it's okay to do so. Brother Ronbo, if you don't mind.
And now, it's Monday night. That can only mean one thing. Let me holler at you. Oh, my God.
Now, I'm going to give you some numbers, Ronbo, because that's what TNT does. Let's have a little intelligent conversation real quick, okay?
All right.
Do you have a piece of paper? Do you have something to write with? If you don't, it's okay.
I got my laptop right here.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so 89.4, 77.6, 72.7, 51.9. Now, the years that correspond to that, and it's all going to make sense in just a second, is going to be 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018. Ladies and gentlemen, Ronbo, in 2015, Weston Richburg was an 89 PFF. 2016, he was a 77 PFF. 2017, he was a 72 PFF.
Wait, what year?
2018. 2017, last 2
what was
years
his
ago.
number? 2017.
72 PFF.
Whoa.
And then last year he was a 51.9. The point of the matter is that he's gotten 30 points worse since the New York Giants decided that he wasn't worth it anymore. I think we've been duped. We've been bamboozled. We got the bad end of the stick. Our offensive line is what's going to hold us back. Now, here's the good news, Ronbo. We have guys that can move Richburg out of the way. We have a Ben Garland. We have some back. I like Josh Garnett maybe even being able to do a few things so Mike Person can slide over. But we got to address
that was
the
my
front
formula.
of the line. But are we going? We're going 14-2. Is that what it do? Is that what I heard?
I have
we're
not
going
been
14-2.
I've not been a 14 guy.
Ronbo.
Yeah.
We need to master going 8-8 or better, 10-6 before we jump to anything higher than that.
10-6. Yeah.
10-6. 10-6. The reason why I say that is that the Chicago Bears went 12-4 with Mitch Trubisky because he gave them competent quarterback play, and they played.
Whoa, Trey. Mitch didn't give him. Fangio gave him competent defense.
No. What I'm saying is that competent quarterback play and defense.
Service. Yeah, okay.
See what I mean? Yeah. Now Jimmy's going to be better than that, right?
True.
And so I expect us to go 10-6 because our schedule is going to be just a little bit harder. But here's the one problem that I have. We have two suspect players in our secondary with no ball skills. And that's what the installment
Trey just went ahead and said they got no skills.
Why
are they even in the NFL type of thing?
Akello Witherspoon has never turned around except for a couple of underthrows from Blake Bortles. You know what I'm talking about. That game against the Jaguars, you got everybody excited. And since 2017, he hasn't gotten better. So we get Verrett. You're out of here, right? And then I will not mention the acronym of this fictitious club, but Jimmy Wolf does not deserve anything that he's getting. We will not sanction anything about Jimmy Wolf. Let me tell you something. He is lucky to be on the team when you have not made a play in 4 years, Ronbo. Can I ask you one question about who would you rather see, Adrian Colbert or Tavarius Moore?
Between those two?
Yes, sir.
AC's got a little more experience and time. I'd probably go with AC and work in Tavares a little bit longer. I wouldn't rush him out there. So I'd go with AC.
I've seen all that I need to see from Adrian Colbert. I want to see Tavares more. He has blazing speed. I need him to be able to judge the ball, but he has the type of speed that you can't teach. He has the type of range. Yeah. And we're not asking our safeties this year. And here's the intelligent football talk I want to have for you with the second, Ronbo. We are not going to have one safety covering 2/3 of the field, basically, anymore. You know, this side, left side, right side, both hash marks. We're not doing that much anymore. We're going to play a lot more two high safety, which is why the linebacker backed off the line of scrimmage, right? Is that right, Rombo? So what that tells me,
a couple times deployed last year.
So what that tells me is that the guy with more range is going to be the guy with the ability to be in position to make more interceptions. And so that's why I want to see that guy there. But it wouldn't be TNT if I didn't have one player that is going to be. Do you want to know about a surprising cut, Rombo?
No, whatever you say, ain't going to be no surprise.
Just one surprising cut.
Is who?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not surprising. It's been a hot topic, a hot button all around this land. But it's going to say goodbye to Trent Taylor. It's over. We've talked about this before. It's over. It's over. He is the most one-sided, one-dimensional. Rombo, don't you throw a flag on this play. This is very sportsmanlike. I think the best thing to do, I mean, all these little kids that have Trent Taylor jerseys that are going to go out there and watch him get autographed. Like, get his autograph now, guys. It's not going to be available September, okay? Because I believe Jordan Matthews can play a better slot more effectively in the red zone than Trent Taylor. Am I wrong for that?
No, you might be absolutely right.
He's Jordan a big Matthews guy.
Whole thing
He's
has
a big
me
guy,
perplexed.
huge catch radius. He presents a mismatch. You can run corner routes with Jordan and jump balls in the end zone when he's in the slot that you couldn't do with Trent. But all I want to do is versatile. And I'm wrong for that. You know, we're wrong for wanting to be versatile.
No, you're not.
Shame on us. No, shame on us.
I don't want to see him leave either. Because the fact is, he's good in the red zone, really good in the red zone. That in itself is very serious. But I also like Kendrick in the red zone too. It's a very scary thing. I don't know what
we can't stay too long, Ronbo. I know that we can't be too long. One thing I will say about the whole Kendrick debate is this: there are very few guys on our team that actually fight to stay healthy through 16 games, and he's one of those guys. Now, you can say what you want, but we've had a lot of injuries, a lot of knickknacks, especially, and this is the thing about running back too, Ronbo. We're going to lose somebody.
Yeah, I know. Every year we do.
Every year. So let's not get willy-nilly with who we want to get rid of.
Yeah.
I gotta holler at everybody that won a piece of Jerick McKinnon. If you got a problem with Jerick McKinnon, you got a problem with me, because I promise you this.
Me too.
Matt Breida, he's not the picture of stability. He gets hurt. He's got an ankle almost every game. Every game, it's an ankle.
Remember that block that he made against that Dallas Cowboy year before last?
And I love Matt, but that's why we got Tevin. We wouldn't have got Tevin if we were sold on Matt Breida. With that being said, Ronbo, I just want to thank you for the opportunity to come on here. Shout out to TNT, everybody. Too many people to name individually. We want to shout out to fam. You, Brother Ronbo. I will say this. There is no J-Dub versus TNT because this, Ronbo.
He couldn't just say goodnight. He had to take a shot at the Dub Club.
We will never debate a guy that's not even a starter, not even available to play. You can't help the club if you're in the tub, and that guy's sitting with the bubbly. He's got the rubber ducky.
The rubber ducky. That is for sure unsportsmanlike conduct. Trey, come on now.
We're out of here, man.
Oh, there he goes. Trey, I'll look for you Friday, and when you come back, please have your manners with you, man. That's impolite.
If you think that Trent Taylor isn't out of here, we welcome all smoke.
I just think Kyle loves that dude.
All kinds of.
You know how Kyle is. We're gonna have trouble getting rid of CJ. I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right, no, CJ's out of here. Ron, but one thing about that. Notice who takes the third team snaps every time you see a drill with Jimmie. Every time, Nick's right behind that quarterback, right? That tells you who your backup quarterback is. Right,
Kyle knows better. Kyle knows, but you cannot put.
Those questions. Come on,
yes. Man. You cannot put CJ behind Nick. You just can't do it in any. I don't care if it's practice. When you're handing out towels,
don't even look the same, Ronbo. CJ's slow-footed, and he don't like that ball come right out of Nick's hands, and that's why George Kittle had the season that he had.
Yes,
it was just like going back from Jimmie. It was just like playing with Jimmie. You know?
That's right.
All right, man.
I fully agree.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, partner.
Hey, Trey.
Shout out to the chat, man. Everybody, appreciate you, man. Thanks again.
All right, fam. See you Friday, huh? Hope you get in here, Trey. Always love to hear from you.
I will.
Night, Trey.
Appreciate you having us. All right, man.
There he goes. I love and one thing I love about Trey is I always get to throw the flag on him before he gets done, because Trey always goes to places where he knows his mama would not appreciate him talking like that. And Anthony Baker says, "Oh, Ronbo, you're the best man. Keeping it real. Love this show from Memphis, Anthony." Anthony B. Well, I tell you, Memphis, man, we got a couple other people in Memphis too. Love y'all back too. Hey, Slick68 says 14-2. NFL, what you gonna do? 14-2. NFL, what you gonna do, brother? Oh. Woo! And Daniel Andre says, don't think I forgot. Wait. Don't think I forgot about you. Had to work last night and tonight. Yes, Daniel Andre and I have had some conversations on the comments, if you notice. Daniel has threatened to come onto the program. We're still waiting on him. Daniel's got to explain some of the things he's been saying for the last few days, including that joke he made about why we should take Xanax, as Nick Mullins is a combination of both Russell Wilson and Jimmy G. Dad, you know how to take that shot at you, man. Daniel, that's it for you, fan 5249. Says, what's up, not a firm? Adrian Gutierrez. He says, I'm excited about our Niner football this year. I think the Niners are going from embarrassment to contender. Boy, I like that. Going from embarrassment to contender. And we have been an embarrassment. Circumstances beyond our control. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about our problems. If they would come out there with nothing but Kyle Shanahan to play, if you lose, that's what it is in the column L. If you know, nobody cares about what happened. Jay, like the Rams, nobody cares about what happened in the Super Bowl. 10 years from now, nobody's going to even remember them. I've already gotten over it, as you can tell. JMJP, what up, fam? I see maybe 2 losses, if that. If they start building up momentum and get real confident in what they're doing, there is no telling what's going to happen. Alonzo Westbrooks, I strongly agree with Will and Ronbo. I'm on board. Let's go. Go, Niner Empire. Alonzo, we're not just blowing through the red and gold glasses. Just look at everything around you, all right? And then look at what the 49ers got and look at the head coach. It just makes sense. So it's not about hope. It's just look at it. Look at it clearly. D'Angelo Carter, I'm proud to be a 49er fan. Pensacola, Florida in the house, D'Angelo. Oh, here he comes. And now, coming underneath the tarmac, he is hailing from a place where money, riches, and beautiful girls are just all luxury. He is the Iron Sheik! Sheik!
What's going on?
Hey, Sheik, we're sitting down here tonight. I figure we'll be getting either in big trouble later on during the season, or people will be saying, man, them dudes had some clever insights. Because Sheik, as I keep looking, and I've been trying to remain cautious with a lot of people who hate to try to think about winning. But as I keep looking, I say, I might have been out of line maybe in 2017, 2018. But I don't know about this year. I think I'm dead to right. This team ain't no chumps no more. Sheik, they've had a time to mature. They've added some pieces in the right places. I do not see the 49ers getting their ass handed to them every week anymore. I just don't see it.
No.
I mean, am I out of line?
You're not out of line. You're not out of line, actually, because, it's brick by brick for a reason. You take the pieces. Now we got the defensive line, the free agency and drafting. We got those guys on. We got Sherman in 2017. We got other pieces. We got McGlinchey in 2017 in the draft.
Right.
We're taking a piece from every position.
Brick by
the
brick.
only doubt, the only piece, and shout out to finally Trey from VA. Shout out to him.
Yeah.
He is right. The secondary is a question mark. But
give me that flag.
I'm going to say it is a question mark. We passed on so many guys. Yes, we got Burnett, but he's injured. He's injured, and he's coming out. He's healthy. He looks healthy. He looks great. But the thing is he consistent of being healthy? That is the question.
Or is he going to stay healthy?
That is the question mark.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. And Spoon, he's coming from, he's from Sacramento. Shout out to my Sacramento brother, Spoon. But the thing is, Spoon, you've been off here, this and that. But the thing is, like Trey says, it's all cute and cuddly. I can't be cute and cuddly because there's no excuses. If you're going to be considered, if you want to be a great cornerback in this league, you prove it. Yeah, he did not have a defensive line, pass rush to help him out. Yeah, Sherman got 0 interceptions. We got Exum, the only one that got a pick 6 last year. We have questions, yes. But the thing is, Ronbo, that you said from the beginning, you are right. We're going to be a better team. Because why? Because the guys are back. Jimmy's here. We got our offensive line, our tackles. But interior, I'm a little question mark as well as that. But the wide receiver core is there. You got your great tight end. You got your depth in the tight end. You got your deep running backs.
I mean,
Rams.
endless.
Endless. We're going to give them fits, Rombo. We're going to get the defense or offense on the other side. We're going to give them fits because you don't know what we're going to give them. We might give you McKinnon. We might give you Breda. We might give you Coleman. We have different doses of lethal weapons that we're going to destroy them with. But the key is health. Now they're Achilles heel for many, many years. And that's how your doubt that became an issue, Rombo. Just like the bunch. And by the way, Trey, the rubber ducky that you talk about we had last year talking about.
Hey, who was Trey always putting that rubber ducky in the tub with? Who was that? Or was that Trey that was in the tub with the duck?
He was in the Trey. He was in the tub.
That's Trey. That's your ducky. I just realized somebody else is putting you in there because you was taking too long. Yeah, that's Trey's duck.
But the thing, I know who has Trey. We found the rubber ducky. He's hanging out with J. Dub Ward, Hospital Ward, in the tub. So if you want to go get him, get him. Anyway, Brombo. The thing is, I also wanted to talk about other things as well. With the fan base, that little poll that it did. It's really funny that, that's fine. We're 9th. We're top 10. I'll take it. Bandwagons are for a reason, right, Rombo?
Yes.
Bandwagon fans? So I guess, Rudy, hello.
I'm glad you brought that up.
You're last. 3 points. How you doing?
Hey, it's Jacksonville. And you know what's really funny, though? Sheik, they put the Chiefs on the bottom of the list, too. So it's Jacksonville, Kansas City, the Chiefs. There's one more team, and the Raiders coming in at number 15 made me laugh so hard. I kept trying to tell people on IG, listen, that's not a mistake. What we see when we're watching those Raider games, you see the camera panning on a black hole. They don't want to give you the whole stadium. Some of them seats are not filled up. The Raiders aren't fooling anybody.
No, because it was a tarp for a reason. That's why it's 17. They're no nation. They're the what nation? What nation?
And every time you see a Raider fan, Sheik, make sure to ask him, "Hey, who the king of the Bay now? Walking around here with that black hat on." Don't
funny
do it.
Story, Ronbo. I went to the mall yesterday, actually, at Shoe Factory.
Yeah.
And then I come in with my Niner gear, and he just said, "Hey, what are you?" The coworker, "Hey, what are you doing here?" I was like, "I'm getting shoes, man." It's all this is a Raider nation. I was like, "Well, let me tell you, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do you got?" And he's just like, "Oh, I'm just kidding, man." You
should have went outside. Hey, it's a Raider, huh? I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna step out here. I'm out here in neutral territory. Give me the phone number so I can ask your manager, is this a Raider shop or not?
And the funny thing, Shoe Factory is all red, and I'm like, oh, I never knew Raiders are red. But that was a fun moment. But Raiders, same old sorry ass Raiders, same old sorry ass Rams. But other thing, I don't want to make it all cute and cuddly like Trey. I'm gonna hopefully trademark it before I do. The Bosa situation. People are worried about the Bosa signing, Deebo signing. Well, I tell you this: Devin White and Quentin Williams that we are considering drafting. He's still not signed yet.
No, I told you they're waiting for Bosa. They were actually waiting for him. Yeah. Word got around that those guys are not going to sign until Bosa signs. So you could bet there's going to be pressure from other teams calling Prague. What are you doing? What? Who is this?
Yeah.
This is New York, man. Listen, you got it. Would you sign Bosa? We're having trouble with Quentin. That's hilarious.
I know, man.
Oh, God.
Prague is great with numbers, man, but he's perfect. He's a perfect guy for the right situation with money. That's what he's there for. But Kyler Murray got like $34 million, so I guess we're like in the 33 range guaranteed.
No, Kyler got 35 point something, and Bosa gets 33,
35.
and which is a close proximity. If you're a quarterback, you should be getting paid substantially more. He only gets a little bit more, and when you're talking in millions, he only gets a little bit more than Nick. So you know what they say? It's not about that. They like to have. The 49ers don't want to give you all the money at once because they want to be able to say if something happens to a player, if they to another team or something, the other team will be liable for some of the costs if you should exit after this year, next year, something like that. And that makes sense with the 49ers because if I give you 33 point something, Nick, and, something bad happens to you, maybe the 49ers, I guess all the NFL teams have insurance policies or something, but, you got to wow, that's a really scary thing for a team. I can see their point. But Nick's going to have that done. I don't know how Prague's going to work that out, but I think that's going to have to be done.
Yeah, it's going to be working out. It's the thing a lot of the people are so worried about. They're going to have that Crabtree situation. And it's Crabtree, he was never a Niner in my eyes. He's just a diva the whole time. And Nick Bosa, he wanted to be a 49er from day one. It's not personal, it's business. And, everybody wants to make the money. If somebody's going to give you the right amount when you go to a job, you want to be paid in the current way. Yeah, you're going to hold back a little bit. That's not cool, and you're missing out a lot of time. Yeah. But the thing is, he's learning. He's seen the film. He's always around the guys. The guys are connecting with him. So you don't have to worry about that.
Yeah. And you heard what Kyle said about Nick is, his job is not all you got to do is beat the guy in front of you. But Deebo needs to not miss any camp at all. He's wide receiver.
Yeah.
Their playbook is a lot more complicated than Nick's is. Nick could come in on day one, because that's what the Bosas do. You set him on the field, and he's going to be a terror. That's just what he does. But Deebo's got to get out there and learn that playbook.
And then another thing, too, is like if he's going to not sign and be set back a little bit, Taylor's and maybe, I'm sorry to say, Big Show, Kenneth Bourne, and these other wide receivers are going to have the more reps, and they're going to be more recognized to make the team. So, Deebo must get it together, get his sign, get his weight right. I guess they're worrying about his weight, but I think he's going to be fine.
Yeah,
but the
they do
film
want to
work
lose weight.
and
I don't know
footwork.
why, though. Oh, hey, Sheik, does
I don't
Deebo
know.
have the same agent as well as Nick? They have the same agent?
I don't think so. I haven't heard anything about that, but I might be incorrect about that. But if they do, it'll be a little easier because they're working with the same guy. But
Yeah, no,
if not,
I'm finding out they do. They're both CAA guys.
Oh, interesting. Hey,
How did we get
and
to?
note to the 409 wall, be careful with the CAA agents.
Oh, you know what, though? As I say, they had an agreement with, and Prague already met with the CAA people at the Combine. They had this deal done a long time ago. It was decided way back then. Prague already told them, listen, if the Cardinals don't screw up, we're taking Nick Bosa with his number 2 pick. So we can just go ahead and talk about this right now. And that's when they came up with 33.5. And I think they pretty much agreed on everything then. But the language in the contract, some of the things that read are some of the things they're going to want to change. And I guess that's what they're going to do. But you know what? Even Dante went through this last year. I think it's a thing. When you're a first or second round pick, yeah, your agent has to find something to argue about or else he's not doing his job. You know, Dante signed one night before camp started last year. I didn't even realize that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's what these guys do.
Oh.
Anyway,
I get it.
Yeah, I know. It's just they got to play these games. Anyway.
It's not personal, guys. It's all business. But anyways, man, faithful! Nile fan club, shout out to Nile fan club, shout out to the chat room. 3 points. Rudy, how you doing? You're ghosting still. Faithful! Hit that like for Ronbo Sports. He's the best place to be. Sub, share. He's on their platform. He's the best podcast in the business. 49ers, baby. Let's go.
Thanks, Sheik. Love you, fam. Look for you Friday. Oh, God. But honestly, I really wish that we could just have a year. I think McGlinchey didn't sign until the last few days before the season. I think that's just what you got to do as a first-round pick, and apparently a second-round pick as well, is you got to sweat it, make them think that I'm not easy. Can you guys throw anything extra into that contract? The CBA is clear. 4 years with a 5th-year option for your first-round player and a certain amount of money, And it depends on I don't know if there's a ceiling on how much you can get paid as a first-round pick. I guess it depends on what rank you're picked up in the draft. And your first-round pick, of course, carries most of the money. Your second round and third down, and I guess and so forth and down the list. So. But, yeah, they want the money. I mean, if Nick's going to get 33, Nick wants at least 30, I guess, from day one. I don't know. But I really wish I could sit in and watch how they negotiate that. Probably couldn't understand the legalese anyway, but still. Paul Salvi says, I agree, Rob, we will not be an easy out. We're going to beat a lot of good teams and be serious. I'm telling you, man. Because we can no longer say the 49ers are a suck team. I mean, we don't have to say they're elite yet. We don't have any right to say that just yet. But I don't know about being mediocre or sorry or anything like that. I just don't see that. I mean, if you look around from Jimmy G is a solid quarterback. He's got a crew now, and the defense looks ridiculous. I'm telling you. Andrew 49 says for multiple reasons, Deebo was held back by suspect play calling in SC. He's going to ball. I read about that too. I did read about some of the play calling in South Carolina. I don't know. That's kind of funny. You know what? That happens a lot, though, to a lot of players. That's why when they come into the NFL, all of a sudden they just start raising hell. It's because they got into a better program that actually displays their skills better. So we're probably going to see that with Deebo. I can't wait. Chris Scott, what's up? And he says, hey, let's go. Ricardo Rodriguez says, hey, yo, what up, Nine Empire? My prediction for this year, 11-5. As long as we get little to no injuries, it's possible. I agree with that, too. Because I got the floor at 10-6. I said, come on, man. Anything less than 10 wins for 49ers this year is an absolute fail with that team. Because other teams just ain't all that worked. I mean, they just don't look that good. Daniel, SF 49ers fan 5249. This team does look locked and loaded. Jimmy G needs to be available. Harris needs to beat out Ward. Colbert needs to beat out Tart. In the box, I think Harris would probably be a better idea than Colbert in the box, though. You heard about Colbert, how he said they're going to do, though. There's going to be some shifts back and forth. I guess that's just to screw up the OC. You're going to see center fielders dropping down into the box, guys in the box dropping into center field. I don't know the point. I don't know how that would benefit, though. We'll see, though. This is Green. And our interior O-line needs to step up. Yeah, boy, I think we're going to be happy with the O-line this year, though, except for I do worry about Weston Richburg. Isaac Perry might issue with the team as Malcolm's linebacker spot, free safety, guard, and center. Now, remember, Malcolm Smith is good. Greenlaw is definitely putting pressure on that. You got Ziocha, if Malcolm Smith is just really bad. They can still play the pass better than Malcolm can. The free safety, I feel about the free safety, because my boy stays healthy. We got that covered. Guard. Joshua Garnett, would you please? I'm gonna put him. I got an article I just wrote on Joshua Garnett, fam. I really, he's well. I'll post it up on Twitter shortly, and also center, as Isaac says, he's concerned about that, and we all are. Weston Richburg is scary. And he says secondary Sherman improved. Ward if healthy. Tart, we know what he can do, and Verrett was a steal, absolutely right. Rodney Harris Jr., I'm a 49ers fan. Maryland, what's up, Rodney? Red gold to you, Val. Oh, woof, woof. And Jordan Kelly says, DK Metcalf taking 7 steps too slow and turned on the curl right. I saw that clip. He doesn't have hips that flip. DK's like he's like an Autobot running down the field. It takes him a second everything has a shift in sections. I like DK, though. I really do. G. Smith says, what's good, Ronbo? What's hanging? 49 fam. Are we going to murder them teams this year? Our year to shine. Agreed. Sup, my guy? What up? Harvey Huegas is Niners. I missed a lot, but I'm here. That's what's good, Empire. Harvey. And 49 Giant Warriors. Tart, way better than Harris. Tart just got to stay healthy. And I ain't going to argue that. Tart is a good football player. But I do think that Harris can push him, though. From what I've seen of Harris, his pursuit, on-ball pursuit, it's amazing. But Tart's polished at this point in his career. I haven't gotten over that catch he made at the free safety position either against Cam. Well, that still resonates. All right, see that like a replay all the time. Go on, there he is, another player nobody's talking about, DJ Jones. Ain't that the truth? That's a run stopper. He's very athletic for such a big man. Remember, DJ Jones is that dude who can slam dunk. You think I'm playing? Google DJ Jones slam dunk. That boy is athletic, as big as he is. If you get big athletic guys like that, they can play. He says, I think DJ Jones is really going to wreck bleep this season. This is why the rotation at defensive line, oh, fam, let's just go down. Yeah, D Ford. And I heard D Ford already told Nick, man, we ain't going to be playing the same position there all the time either. We're going to switch up. So you got Nick and D switching back and forth. And then you got Defoe next to him. And then you got, of course, DJ Jones, Sheldon Day. I got a feeling those two are both going to make the team. Because one of them's very good at stop and run, DJ Jones. And one of them is very good at rushing the passer as well as stopping the run. And next to him, you got the invincible one, Mrs. Bosa's other baby boy, Nick. And then you got Eric Armstead. Here's going to be some plays, that rotation. Let's see, who else you got? We don't know what Contavious Street can do yet. We don't know Julian Taylor. Is Julian Taylor ready to come in and tear things up? You got Ronnie Blair on that roster. You got Solomon T. We don't know if Solomon T is ready to play. Good Lord, he was a first-round pick. Who else? You got a couple other players in camp that I have no idea who they are, what they are. I've seen their names. That Fowler guy, he's got 2 glass eye. Anyway, there's a number of players that we're going to see in preseason that there's going to be a lot of questions about who's going to leave, I would imagine. And you look at the secondary, you look at this guy, Alex Brown. If you haven't had a chance to see Alex Brown yet, go see his tape. Alex Brown is dog jack. So, Dre's right. Witherspoon has got to go out there and take if he wants that job, he's going to have to take it because Alex Brown says, I ain't got nothing to lose, y'all. I'm on a thin bubble as it is. I came in here because I want to play. And if he don't want to, I'm going to take it, Verrett, if you see the latest clip of Verrett is moving around like a rabbit. I think he's ready to play. We got the sports science people are going to be doing it and saying things to him. They're going to help him stay on the field, hopefully, along with the rest of our guys. Sherm is feeling like Sherm again. Secondary's ready. Dub, I'm gonna stop. I know at some point soon I'm gonna have to stop trying to defend my boy as he's gonna come in. Don't say that, Trey. I'll throw this flag right in your house, man, because I'm telling you right now, J-Dub is gonna be the man this year in the free safety position. What? And you know what? And I go further than that. J-Dub gets 4 INTs this year. Yeah, I said it. Ain't nothing but in the bucket but a drop. Anyway, don't let me get started on the offense. I'll be here all night, fam. But you know what? We got to hit that. I'll see you Friday. Please hit that like. Can't wait to see you again, fam. We can talk more Niner football. Niner! Lisa, you ready? Here we go. Niners! Look at her laughing. Get your little butt up.